Hello, my legal circles. Welcome again to the Law and I. Let me start by welcoming you to this great year 2026. It is our first video, so let me tell you, Happy New Year, friends. I'm sure that you enjoy the festive period, and I trust that this year will be a very great one for you. I am your host again, Fola Kemi Jegede. Thank you for sticking with us here on the Law and I. Please don't hesitate to follow, to subscribe, to share this video with your friends, brothers, sisters, your frenemies, how we do it, because it's going to be a very good one. Knowledge shared is problem solved. Let me tell you that. That's from me to you. I know that we have set our goals and we have gotten the ball rolling, and that is where I'm going to start now. Because as you are setting your goals, it simply looks like even Nigeria, we are setting our goals. Oh no, we are moving legal strategies, legal compliance to a new level. Some of us may be in 2024, but the law has moved on. It is the reality. We are in 2026. And what are we going to be talking about today? We are going to be talking about 7 legal changes that Nigerians will experience, or we are already experiencing, in 2026. This is important because this will affect you, this will affect your business, it will affect your daily living. And in here, we bring in what will bring positive changes to your life. We are talking about 7 legal changes that you must know as Nigerians in 2026. The first legal change that you should know in 2026 is the new tax law and the compliance framework that is in operation now in 2026. And the focus of the government is, number one, there is digitalization now, there is accountability now, and there must be compliance. And how does this affect you? The issue I have with this new tax law is that a lot of awareness have been done. A lot for the past 7 months, even since the beginning of 2025. And it's like the more the awareness, the more people are confused, people are asking questions. But I will start by giving you tips upon tips that you can hold on to as it's applicable to you, especially as small business owner or as an individual. So, who are the people that should pay tax? Number one, tax is for everyone. As far that you're working, you are a taxable person. As far that you run a business, you are a taxable person. So, I will start as an employee of a company. Pay as you earn, it is compulsory for you. So, as an employer, you have to remit your employees' payee to the appropriate quarters so that they can be verified for that. Then another thing is that for small business owners, some people have been asking, should I upgrade from business name to limited? Should I just stay? It is very important for you to enjoy the exemption clauses that have been provided for under the tax law. You must be a company. So if you are making less than 100 million in a year as your gross, then you are a small company. And if you are in that category, then you are entitled to an exemption of the capital as to company income tax. So if you are making more than 100 million as your gross in a year, then you don't enjoy that exemption. But if you are a business name, you also don't enjoy that exemption because that exemption is for company limited liability. I've also mentioned that small companies also enjoy the exemption of company income tax based on the analysis in the new tax law if you are not making more than 100 million in a year. Another benefit of the tax is also for small companies is that you're also not subject to development levy. You don't also pay that. the development levy tax, you don't also pay that if you are a small company. But if you are not a small company, that means that if you are making more than 100 million as your gross in a year, you pay company income tax, you pay the development levy, and on different interests that have been analyzed by the tax law, and some people also believe that, okay, they are not going to pay tax. The other people, that the employees that are not subject to tax, and if you are earning less than 800,000 also, you are also not paying tax. But that you are not paying tax does not mean that you are not filing your tax returns. It's two different things entirely. So why am I saying this? This number one legal change is something that affects each and every one of us. So it is very important for you, so that you will not pay for what you supposed to know but you chose not to know at the long run, because right now failure to pay is has its own consequence. Failure to file your tax returns has its own consequence. So it is very important for you to know the type of tax that you're supposed to pay, to know if you have an exemption, and you can only know this if you file your tax returns at the appropriate time. That is the first legal knowledge that you should know in 2026. The second legal knowledge that you should know in 2026 is that income is more traceable in 2026. Gone are the days when you don't account for the money in your account. You just show affluence without nothing to show for it. Now there is digital record. So it's not about you just making money or piling money or using money, laundry money in your account. No, it's about you being able to account for it. That means that every money in your account, it is traceable. And when we talk about income, we are talking about the salary income, the business income, the digital transfer, the online transactions that you make. And when we mention traceable, we are not saying that it is illegal. We are saying that it is explainable, so you can clearly see where the money is coming from, where the money is going to. And that is why, this narration that have been going on, that your reference will write gift, write hospitality, that you should qualify. It is very good, but at the same time, what the essence of it is that to justify the money that comes to your account, to prove that your money is explainable, is not an illegal money. And this type of development will reduce any form of illegality, money laundering, obtaining by false pretense that has been going on over the years. I believe that this is a good development, and to our nation, Nigeria as a whole. So that is the second legal knowledge that you should have that has happened to us in 2026.